There is nearly 50 of these stone pillars surviving in Derbyshire today, and they give a hint to the medieval travel networks from 300 years ago. And the word stoop is a Scandinavian word for stone, and most have proved very durable, the surviving ones still standing all these years later. And they was erected around 1709 to comply with an act from 1697 which required direction stones to be erected at road junctions in remote moorland areas, often across lonely, secluded and difficult terrain, as like an extra assistance to travellers already existing navigational aids used at the time, such as cairns, crosses, waymarkers and poles. And on occasion local stones close to the site were pressed into service, whatever their shape or size, but they were usually made from local gritstone or hard dolomitic limestone. And it would have been the parish surveyor who decided as to the design and setting of the stoops, because there was no standard plan was used, but most stand between 3 to 6 feet above ground, with probably a couple of feet in the ground, and measure between 12 to 20 inches square and weigh up to 700 pounds. Now, as a lot of the population at this time were illiterate or semi-illiterate, clues were added to help decipher the wording for them. Now, the text was usually carved into the stones about 2 to 2.5 inch high, and the letters were usually capitals, but they did deploy clever solutions to problems of like a tight layout, sometimes with a mix of upper and lowercase letters. And the spelling was also cleverly used, often preserving early 18th century local slang for place names, and on many of the stones fingers or hands show the direction of the traveller. And the majority have inscriptions on the 4 sides and indicate the directions of the nearest market towns. And sadly some of the guide stoops have been used as gateposts or were moved during World War II, when many signposts, road signs and mileposts were removed around the country for security reasons. But luckily the guide stoops in Derbyshire in the Peak District were so remote and so big, too big to transport really, so they were buried close by, usually by the Home Guard. So I guess many of them were re-erected after the war, and the Peak District's lucky it's isolated really, because the stoops were designed to last, or there would have been no survivors. Also, as you wander around the Peak District moors, you find these companion stones, and they were produced in response to the ancient guide stoops that helped travellers navigate their way across the moorlands. I think there's a set of 12 companion stones that have been designed by local poets, artists, masons and sculptors. And apparently each of these stone creations bears the inscription which points to the future, to bring to our attention the surrounding countryside and an indication of the tricky environmental terrain we have yet to navigate. And they're dotted all around the millstone edge of the Peak District, and they were done in partnership between the Peak District National Park Authority and Arts in the Peak District. And I think the intention was to show the skills of artists, poets and craftsmen, bring a mediation between past and present and future priorities. And there are 4 walks accompanying this set of stones. Very interesting little project, I thought.